Oh! Ooh. Looked a little shaky there, didn't it? Let's talk about stabilization. Lenses. Almost every brand new lens coming out today has some form of image stabilization, vibration reduction, vibration compensation. The list goes on. But what if you don't have a brand new lens? What if you have this fantastic full frame camera and you got a macro lens? What are you gonna do? Well, you learn how to stabilize it using 3 points of contact. It's as simple as that. All right, let's show you that. Okay, we're back. So, camera, non-stabilized lens. We put everything in manual. So this is what we want, and it's pretty simple. 3 points of contact. This is a simple concept. You have 2 hands, so you want the one arm, and you want it held as close to your body as possible, underneath. You want the weight of the camera being held by this arm. That's up against your body here. Second hand, you're holding and you're controlling. You're not lifting the weight. The weight is here. Second hand up against here, up against here. The third point of contact, and this is very important, right here, right up to your face. You're holding it steady, focusing. Okay, so there's another thing about stabilization, another technique. It's your knees. Get on your knees, flatten your feet out, and sit back. When you sit back, you already have a balance and a point of contact. And the rest, again, like I said, this arm holding the camera, this arm controlling it, up to your face. Focus, snap the picture. If you're shooting this way and you need to use this arm, try and keep the weight of the camera here. Just an FYI, don't ever do this. This is not stabilized. You don't have any balance this way. Very important, breathing. You have to control your breathing. So when you're here, your breath should be steady, calm, and you shoot while you're breathing out. So use what you have. This is a tree. You can use this as a point of contact. All right. Much warmer in here. Oh yeah. Okay, let's talk stabilization, specifically about gear. Now, I'm going to start with the absolute simplest gear that you can use to stabilize. Now, obviously, we were talking in that freezing cold weather. We were talking about
3 points of contact with your arms. Obviously, that's the cheapest gear is yourself, right? So beyond that, what would be the cheapest gear? If you're out and about, I always bring something along these lines. So a pillow, any kind of pillow. This particular one is kind of cute. It has a camera on it. Well, you know, whatever. So next thing, these little portable blankets. They fold up real well. They handle a little bit of pressure. And if you want to put it on top of something, put your lens on top of that. Very stable. Very stable. That works. Or you can just get yourself any kind of blanket. Fold it, roll it up, tie it up. Again, putting it on something. Flat surface, put your lens on it. It protects your lens. Alright, so those are the simplest ones. Those are very, pardon me, those are the simplest ones. Cost effective and cute. Okay, so next. Now this is a little bit costly. This is something that I purchased for a specific reason. I have a very long lens, 600 millimeters, so you need a lot of stability. So, sandbag. Basically this was actually made specifically for, you could put this on a fence. You can put it on put a car window down. Put it on your car window. You put your lens straight across when you're shooting out the car. It's great for birding. But it's not only for that. You can flip it upside down. You put this on a flat surface. It could be a rock, anything. Put your lens right in there, protecting it. You can stick this on the ground, on a rock, whatever. You wanna put it on a tree branch. Stick it on a tree branch. Put your lens there. Super, super stabilized, because all you're doing now is you're letting the weight of the lens sit on this, and you're controlling the camera. And that's what you need for stability. The next type of gear, as it pertains to stabilization, quite simply is tripods. So tripods, monopods, this sort of thing. Okay. Now a monopod typically is for, again, a long lens. You'll have your camera, you have your camera mounted on here, you'll have your long lens, you might have some form of ball head more than likely, with a little bit of, just with a little bit of tension, and you can move your camera around wherever you want. It stays solid on the ground. That's one point of contact, and the other two, you're both hands, right? So you're using that technique. So the same technique I spoke about outside, even with a monopod, you're still using that same technique. All right. Now, next type tripod, we're gonna go up. These are small, very light, but very sturdy. This particular one, carbon fiber. You can get some aluminum ones, a little bit less sturdy, but just the same. And they're super quick breakdown. And setting up is a charm. Very, very, very easy. You got lots of options to go up and down. This is like a little ball head. Again, stability, you want more stability because it is small and it is thin. Okay. Right here, you just pop a sandbag, maybe a weight, anything you want, holding it down, more stability. Fantastic for stability. All right. Now if you have a heavy camera, like if I'm running my D850 and a long lens, this is just, it's great, but it's not going to be as stable. So you want to go one up, you want to go a full-size tripod. Now, full-size tripod, something like this. Now this is huge. huge video head, fluid, but this is so stable. When it comes to tripods, big, heavy, this is what you want for ultimate stability in a tripod. A lot of weight, it sticks to the ground. Your camera weight itself, I should say, doesn't affect it. Whereas if you have a mini tripod like the one I showed you before, the travel tripod, the weight will actually affect the tripod itself. So with a larger tripod and a heavier tripod, yes, it's more difficult to get it there, but it does not, or rather, it is not affected by the weight of the camera. That's where the stability comes in. So last, but certainly not least, probably the most popular form of stability today, especially for video, although it can definitely be used for photography, especially time lapses, etc., is one of these. So, hello. They're really cool. So this is a gimbal. Now, this particular gimbal is a DJI Ronin S. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. This is an amazing gimbal. Fully programmable through a phone, an app. Super, super stable on the 3-axis. Obviously, here's 1, right? 2, and then 3. This is your 3-axis, right? Now, you still need stability this way. So I encourage you, if you're using one of these or you're testing it out, use both hands. And again, the 3 points of contact, the same thing. You keep it out here. You're not stabilizing anything. You want to keep it here. Keep it there, and then you can walk around with it. And even if you're walking around, you'll notice that in my hands, I'm not moving it up and down. So why? Because I'm squeezing here. Now, something similar to a gimbal, a little more old school, but for video, it can do the job if you have one. Something along a Steadicam or a Flycam. So this particular one actually came with a vest and an arm, which is a spring in 2 sections of the arm. And it actually takes care of that 4th axis that I was talking about with the gimbal. So if you have a gimbal and you have one of these and you're going to be running, highly recommend you take that vest and the arm, adapt it to the gimbal. That'll get you some great, great stabilization. So, well, as far as stabilization is concerned, I think that's about it. Look, if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, I think we're done here. And, well, hey, if you're still watching, thank you very much for watching. And if this video has helped you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to click that like button, subscribe, absolutely free to subscribe to a YouTube channel. And, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.